What's up, y'all? Antoine, aka the Big Fella, bringing you another video. Today we are going to be making my grandma's Rockefeller recipe. She usually starts making this around about the holidays, and I figured why not do it right before Thanksgiving. So if you wanted to make this dessert for your Thanksgiving dinner, you can. Very easy recipe. If I were to describe this, it's a pecan crust with a pudding layer, cream cheese layer, with whipped cream on top. Absolutely divine. The family goes crazy over it when she makes it. She gave me the recipe, so now I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. This is my first time doing it, and figured I might as well record it and at least share the recipe with you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in making this thing. Alright, you guys, first thing we're going to do is start off with the crust. We'll need 1 cup of chopped pecans. I'm going to chop them up a little finer than what's in the bag here with the slap chop here. Then we're going to mix that in a bowl with 1 stick of parquet butter. This is softened to room temperature. And also a cup of flour. We're going to mix that by hand, and we're going to spread it in the bottom of our dish and bake that in the oven for 15 minutes at 325 degrees. All right, 1 cup of pecans, well, a little bit less than a cup now. I spilled some off the cutting board. I'm going to go ahead and throw that into our mixing bowl. Set this here. Our 1 stick of parquet butter in the pan, and then 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I like to use the back of a butter knife to level my cup off. 1 cup flour, boom. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix it by hand, and we're gonna spread it into the bottom of our dish. Now, as I'm making this crust with the pecans, I do want to throw out there, you can make this with a graham cracker crust if you are allergic to nuts, or you have somebody that is allergic to nut. It is perfectly fine. Sometimes I, depending on what kind of pudding flavor you use, I actually prefer the graham cracker crust a little bit better. But I wanted to go with the original recipe, and we'll work with graham cracker maybe next time. I do plan on redoing this video, making it a little bit more elaborate, but I just wanted to get the recipe out there for you guys that want to try this for Thanksgiving. And, excuse me, try it for Thanksgiving and, you know, get the recipe so you guys can work on it too. Sorry, I had to wash my hands. I couldn't cover my cough in time and got it in my hands and out of my elbow pit up here. All right, so now, dish. I do want to show you guys the consistency of this a little closer. I'm just going to use a rubber spatula and mash this down. My pan actually might be too big. Yep. All right. I'm going to make another batch of crust, because obviously that is not enough. But once I have that made, we're going to go ahead and pop that in the oven and then make the filling. All right, y'all, I decided to move it to a smaller dish. I don't know if I have enough ingredients to make a bigger one. So plus I wanted to have this, you can see through it, and you'll be able to see all the layers in this thing. So we're just mashing this down, just making the crust, which, there we go, is not wanting to stay for some reason, for me. There we go, we're getting somewhere now. Just mash it on down with a fork. You get the idea. It's like mashing it down until you get it all the way across your pan. If you're following this recipe, you may want to use a pan smaller than this, but I do recommend doubling the recipe because this thing is so good that people are going to want seconds and thirds of this thing. I got my crust mashed down together. As you can see, that's the first layer. We're going to go ahead and pop this in the oven for about 15 minutes. Or until golden brown. And while that's going, we're going to go ahead and do the next layer of this thing. Next, we're going to go ahead and start on our cream cheese layer. Just 2 blocks of cream cheese, a cup and a half of powdered sugar, and 3/4 cup of whipped cream. I'm just using good old Great Value Cool Whip. Mix that all up in a blender until it's nice and smooth, and then we're going to spread it over our crust once that comes out of the oven. So I just wanted to go ahead and knock this step out really quick. Not sure how long it takes to get it smooth, which is why I wanted to go ahead and get a jump start on it while the crust is still in the oven. Another block of cream cheese. These are room temperature as well. I set these out overnight. This recipe you are going to want to, at best, to make it the day before because it does need to sit in the refrigerator to set up some. Having a tough time getting my cream cheese blocks open. But mission accomplished. Cup and a half of powdered sugar. Gracias. I'm going to start this on low before I add the whipped cream. Okay. Set that there. Crank this bad boy up. We are going to use the rest of this to put on top of our third and final layer, but I'm just setting that off to the side for now. All right, now that we're done with layer 2, our cream cheese layer, the next layer is going to be our flavor layer, which is going to consist of 3 packs of instant pudding. I went with butterscotch, but you can do those with any flavor of pudding. See it done with chocolate, French vanilla, lemon, you name it, any flavor of pudding that you like, it can go in this recipe. Some will taste better than the others, but that's just personal preference. So we're going to go ahead and throw 3 packs of the instant pudding into a giant mixing bowl. And along with that, there's going to be 4 cups of milk. Whisk that together, and once it's all mixed together nice and good, it's all going to go on top of the cream cheese layer on the crust. And once that's done, we're going to top it with the rest of the whipped cream and throw some crushed pecans on top. You can also throw cherries on top too. I've seen that done before. And you're going to throw it in your refrigerator until the following day. I think it needs to sit for a minimum of at least 4 hours. I'll have to ask my grandma on that. She didn't write it down in her recipe, unfortunately, so I'll have to call her. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and layer this thing up and let it sit in the refrigerator. And I promise I'm going to cut into a piece of it, and I will show you guys this time. Unfortunately, the clip of the reveal of the 7-Up pound cake didn't make it in the video for one reason or another. I think the file got corrupted or something. But you will see a slice of this once it's done. All right, 4 cups of milk. Man, put it hurting on our milk. I don't know how I'm gonna eat cereal in the morning. All right, give me a second. I gotta find my whisk. All right, you guys, just took the crust out of the oven. I'm gonna let that cool for a while we continue to whisk our other 2 layers together. The whisk is missing. Gonna have to put an APB out for that. So I'm just whisking the pudding together with a fork. You do want this kind of thick. I know each box calls for 2 cups of cold milk per box, and we have 3 in here, but you want this to be kind of thick to go on top of the cream cheese layer. All right, our cream cheese layer is nice and creamy, so we're just going to plop that down on here. Spread this out nice and even. Get it all the way in that corner over there. Oh, I don't know. That might all go. Yeah. Yeah, it's not all gonna go. All right. Now we got that. We're gonna put whipped cream on top of this, and then some more crushed pecans on it, and we're finished. Last but not least, some more crushed pecans. You don't have to chop these ones up fine. But put like a nice healthy dose of these on top of here. There you have it. Rockefeller. We're going to go ahead and throw this in the fridge now for about 4 hours and come back and we'll go ahead and... Alright y'all, it's been about 4 hours. Let's go ahead and cut into this thing. I got it right here. I'm just using a butter knife to cut into it. When you cut into it, make sure you cut it all the way down to the crust. See if I can pull this thing out with, and still make it look pretty. Give me a sec. Actually use a spatula. Yeah, there you go. I want y'all to see this. I already cut a piece for someone too. Hold on, let's take a look. Look at that layer of, you can see the cream cheese layer and the pudding layer. But there she is on my paper plate. Alright, let's go ahead and taste this thing. Alright y'all, moment of truth. Here it is. I'm going to taste it and compare it to my grandma's. Yeah. That's not bad for my first time. If my grandma's is a 10, I'd rate this like 6.5 maybe. Only because I needed to use a deeper pan, a dish. I wasn't able to use all of the pudding mixture, and I felt like that extra pudding mixture that I wasn't able to put in here probably would have sent it up to like 8.5, 9. So if you guys make this for Thanksgiving, use a deeper dish than what I have here. She usually makes them in the aluminum throwaway pans, the somewhat deeper ones. She usually makes it in that. You know, that way she doesn't have to worry about her dish staying wherever the party's at. But yeah, if you want to make this for your Thanksgiving, I'll leave the recipe down there in the description box below. Have fun making it. Try out different pudding flavors. Let me know what you try, what you think. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I want to thank y'all very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. and that way you'll be able to keep up with my recipes and stuff. I want to start banging them out, and I'm going to be bringing out my new series for this channel. We got At Home. The basis behind that is when I was younger, we were like, oh, hey, Mom, can you take us to McDonald's today? Nope, we got McDonald's at home. So I'm going to be trying out cooking like stuff here at home that mimics stuff out there in the world. So I've got that to look forward to. But thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave some comments down there, and I'll see y'all in the next one.